Hello, it's Monday, June the 21st, 2010, and I'm Martin Smith with the weekly outlook from MaxiForex. Last week was pretty strong for stock markets worldwide, and as always, when stocks are rising, the US dollar loses ground. And so the US dollar finished the week lower against other majors. Many analysts claim that the US dollar's inability to sustain a move below $1.20 against the euro signals that the US dollar bulls are growing tired and further euro-dollar losses are less likely. Given the downward momentum for the US dollar through recent trade, we think that the coming week could bring further US dollar losses against the euro and other key currencies. Last week was also mixed for the euro. The European currency advanced 2.2% against the US dollar and 1.2% versus the CAD. However, the Aussie dollar climbed 0.3% and the Swiss franc 1.4%. Obviously, there is no definitive route here. This week should prove interesting as well, as we have to note some macro factors. Speculative mass confidence in the Eurozone's financial stability, the level of risk appetite, and the fundamental standing of the economy itself, mainly the uncertainty surrounding the financial stability of the European Union. And as we are still at a point where the euro-dollar pair is in its 4-year low, we need to play it safe with the euro and keep tracking worldwide factors. The yen seems to be losing some ground as the currency recouples with broad trends in risk sentiment. Like the US dollar, the yen is a safe haven currency, so the recent growth in stock markets signals a time where investors are turning away from the Japanese currency. Also, the replacement of Prime Minister Hatoyama with Naoto Kan has silenced concerns about Japan's inner political landscape, opening the door for the yen to fall back in line with risk sentiment. The UK enjoyed some good news last week. The number of jobless claims fell by 30,900, beating forecasts of 20,000 and lowering the unemployment rate to 4.6% from 4.7%. This number helped generate a 0.5% increase in retail sales, with household goods purchases improving by 0.8%. Moreover, despite the increase in demand, consumer prices grew less than expected during May as energy prices have fallen. Inflation accelerated by 0.2% against forecasts of 0.4%, which led to the annualized rate slowing to 3.4% from 3.7%. Still, price growth remains above the government's official 3% threshold, but is showing some signs of falling back toward their 2% target level. All these numbers contributed to the British pound's position, and on Friday, the pound rose against 13 out of 16 major pairs. The central bank is waiting for next week's budget release before it sets medium-term monetary policy targets. So expect the trend here to keep on track until the budget announcement. Finally, the Chinese yuan. The Central Bank of China announced Saturday its decision to change its 23-month-old currency policy. The bank will allow more flexibility for the yuan's exchange rate. The most significant outcome will be the end of the yuan's peg to the dollar, a policy the Chinese government initiated in order to protect its economy from the global financial crisis. As for the currency rate, we can expect the initial movements to be rather small, but overall we might see several percentage points change over the next few months. Well, that's it from me. Be sure to visit us at maxiforex.ru.